Welcome back, family, collective, and soul tribe. Take it how you like, okay? Associate yourself how you like, family. But thank you so much. Welcome back. Welcome back to What's the Juice of the Juicy Tea, 1111 Energy. Man, some of y'all are feeling like, and only take what resonates, okay? No projection here. Some of y'all could be feeling like you needed rest or that someone was definitely trying to mess with your rest, okay? That is what the first thing that I channeled, okay? But nevertheless, I feel like some of you have been fighting so long in this spiritual warfare battle that, yeah, rest is needed, okay, for somebody here. Just take it how it resonates, and if it's not your message, or at least that portion of the message isn't yours, that's okay, okay? But I do feel like some if not many, they've been battling these demons out here for a very long time. And you are now finding yourself needing more rest. Okay? But without further ado, let's see exactly what is the energy emanating amongst the ethers. Easter. Why did I almost say Easter? Easter's a long way away, right? Okay. Maybe there's something coming up around Easter, but I almost did that say Easter, okay? But yes, let's see what are the messages that the divine needs and wants you to know about what's emanating within the ether in the 3D realm, okay? Because I do feel that energy, you could be feeling like drained, tired, okay? And it's just because a lot of, I also saw somebody else mention, there's a lot more, I don't want to say the word radiation, but that might be what it is with the microwaves going on and all the cell phone towers and things of that nature. Okay, so it's something like a woman's body can do like 500 something worth of radiation, where a man is less than that, something like that. But I don't know. Okay, let's just tap in and see what it is that the divine needs and wants you to know. I call upon the divine, my ancestors and spiritual guides, to stand with me and within me as I deliver these messages. Only what serves truth, healing, and understanding for the highest good is welcomed here, and so it is. Ashe. Okay, family? So let's see, yeah. At the bottom of the deck, we have a meddler, so there might be somebody that could be meddling with you, draining your energy, okay? Yeah. So at the bottom of the deck, we have a meddler here. It says, I may step in and try to interfere or control your life. I'm certain I know best. Then over here, there's a misunderstanding, okay? So somebody could be always, I'm picking up on someone that you say something. Prime example. You say something about somebody, or you say something about something that could affect you, or something you pick up on or notice, and there's an immediate misunderstanding when you say something. But when somebody else does it or says something, it's like, they're right. Okay, they're right. But they already knew that something started off undermining, slick-handed, okay? Type energy. Somebody feeling they could just talk to somebody any old kind of way type energy. But then when you pick up on something that possibly occurred with you with that same person, oh, you was reading it wrong. This is what I'm getting. Yo, that didn't happen like that. Oh, you read it wrong. You be thinking, you like, what? Wait a minute. The person could do something to you, but when I say I felt a shift in some energy pertaining to something they said or did to me, I'm wrong type energy. This is somebody I feel like they definitely do be meddling, okay? They meddle in areas and in realms they don't know what's going on. And when I say in realms, it's because this person is a know-it-all. You dealing with a know-it-all. There it is. You dealing with somebody that knows it all or feels that they do. So, they may stay in your business type energy, or they may try to influence or control your life, or what it is that you perceive something to be. But when they perceive it there's no misunderstanding. But when you perceive something to be a certain way, there's a misunderstanding. Because there's certain they know what's best. Yeah. This meddler here. That's funny. Because then when you throw it right back at them, they're like, huh? Oh, yeah, right. That's what I'm saying. Okay, that's funny. Mm. Now, they could laugh it off and be trying to hide something negative, but they didn't find something funny here, okay? Or you don't find something funny. I'll be shining light in your life and bringing you laughter and joy. I feel like, yeah, this is somebody you don't find funny or you didn't find something funny. Actually, what happened was when you pointed out their negativity, or when you just, and I don't want to say it's negative, family, right? But negative is here, right? So it's like they're quick to chop down your viewpoint, your perspective on a matter or a situation, and hold theirs to be valid. Okay, so it says, I'm hiding my true intentions and I don't actually care about your well being. I don't think that's the case with that energy, but it's like as soon as you point out their bullshit to them, it's no longer a laughing matter. Okay, it's no longer a laughing matter. It's like I said, when they perceive something to be some way, oh, it's right. They definitely are right. But then when you perceive something to be a certain way, you thinking about it wrong. It's the way you're thinking, and you're like, no, it's not the way I'm thinking. You are seeing things, or you are feeling the energy shifts, the tones shift, in people's voices and in their actions, and that shift that you pick up on, it kind of feels like either there's some resentment there's some hatefulness there's some hatred there. Okay, this makes me feel like these are the people that, know, oh, I heard that they know they be transferring you to them lines or to those people they ain't supposed to transfer you to. I just heard that. That's crazy that I just heard that. Okay. So listen, family, I don't know what's going on, but there are a group of energies that are working within networks that do transfer you over to people that are selling your information on the black market. They still have to weed these people up out of these companies. That's different. Okay. That message, I just heard that. It was like, yeah, because they're still upset because they could be on the chopping block. Mm. Okay, tell me more, Spirit. I don't know where that came from, family, but it just came out. Yeah, because see, a false promise came out in the reverse. Okay, I will tell you what I think you want to hear, even if I know it's not true or attainable. That came out in the reverse. So, I feel like somebody here, this meddler, they already kind of know that this isn't you. You don't make no false promises. You ain't just telling somebody what you think they want to hear. You're up front with whatever it is that you have on your mind, or what you're very open when it comes to your thoughts. Okay, this is what I'm saying. You're very open when it comes to your thoughts. Okay, you don't try to hold anything back. You don't try to hide anything. But there are people that do just say what they think you want to hear, knowing that they can't promise you anything. But then there are people that know they just can't say anything to you. They just can't make a false promise to you because you're not somebody that's going to go for it. They just can't tell you any old thing, and it's all he ha ha energy. Okay? You can tell when somebody uh knows that they can't, pull the wool over your eyes, okay? Um, and you can tell that energy over phone calls or face to face or whatever it is. There are energies out there that play on people's, ignorance. And I don't want to call it ignorant, but, yeah, they play on people's curiosity. They be curious to see who they can play with and who they can't play with. But somebody knows they can't play with you. because you don't look at stuff as a laughing matter. And I feel like a lot of people are looking at, you know, how they misunderstood you. Now they're curious to know, like, dang, you know, maybe I read this person wrong, or maybe I thought something different about this person. Really, what they thought, it was incorrect. Now you got them intrigued. Okay, somebody's out here intrigued. Okay, they might be needing clarity. When I say this curious, they might be needing clarity. Okay, I feel like they're trying to learn more about you. Okay, figuring some things out, but you could tell the energy drops or fluctuates when people, realize that, yeah, you are high ranking in this spiritual warfare here. Okay, you might be a general or a warrior. All right. And a lot of people, you could tell that things aren't a laughing matter when they interact with you versus when they interact with others. hmm Because somebody is out here looking at you like you make good on your promises. You ain't playing with nobody. This is the energy I pick it up on. Like, if you say something, you gonna follow through with it. But then you have somebody that always wants to come in with that, I don't think that's what they meant. And you're like, okay, they didn't mean this or that with me, but they meant it with you type energy or something. You know what I'm saying? Someone always flipping the script. This is what it feels like. Okay. Yeah, they know you ain't about making no fake promises. Yeah. Or no false promises. And see, a lot of people are distracted. Okay, by what is taking place or what is happening, to the point where they're not able really to read all the energy that's going on. You're able to read all the energy. You're able to read the energy that's being projected towards you around a circumstance or situation. You're able to read the energies that are over the phone. You're able to read the energies that are present. It's like, you stay in this multi-dimensional type growth. I can't make it up. For real. Like, when people try to come in with distractions, you use their distractions as a training ground for your growth. It says, I will interfere with your goals and waste your time and energy. See, you be picking up on that because you're somebody that doesn't make no false promises. And a lot of people misunderstand that. They become curious about how it is that you maintain or you continue to grow spiritually, emotionally, mentally, physically, financially, however it resonates with you, right? And you ignite a spark inside of others because they want to know, okay, how did you do that? Well, first of all, you had to keep it real with yourself first before you could keep it real with anyone else. So you inspire a greater depth and expansion when it comes to people that are really playing on a checkerboard, not a chessboard. Like, see, this thing called life that be life, and it's not a game, but for many it is. And as long as they're able to sit back and, hee ha ha cackle about some stuff and keep you distracted, throw it off, and you're not really processing everything that's going on. But then when the energy comes, and hold up, not you, family, but when the energy comes to you, their whole demeanor changes. It's because they already know they can't play with you. People know this. People know they can't play no games with you. I'm also saying, I don't know why I just saw that, but you could be sitting there talking to somebody and they're looking something up for you, and there's notes on your account. I don't know what these notes are saying. There's notes on your account. It could be warning them that there's somebody that's trying to run around like you, an imposter. Okay. Um, but I just heard, yeah, they're reading something that changes their demeanor to where they already know all the fun and games are over. They can't play with you. Something like that. And there's a meddler that, might know that as well. Like somebody tried to meddle and interfere in your life and they found out the hard way they can't play with you. They could be out here saying, oh, it's a misunderstanding. It was a misunderstanding. No, if it caused some sort of negative actions, there was no misunderstanding. Somebody was just trying to say what they thought you wanted to hear, but you're not the one to play with. And this has definitely intrigued their interest because they're like, shit, this was not a laughing matter. They did not become distracted. And I feel like you've grown through a lot of people trying to impersonate you, trying to be like Mike. And I ain't talking about Michael Jordan either. Yeah, those distractions were like leverage for them or something. Somebody was trying to use some sort of distraction as a leverage to throw you off your spiritual path, your spiritual knowing. I want to open up and trust. Wait, I want you to open up and trust me so I can use your secrets against you. See, somebody knows that they can't play in your energy field like that. They know they can't play with you. Yeah, playing with you is a sabotage for them. Anybody trying to sabotage your growth is an immediate excommunicado. That's some great news too. Because see, a lot of people are finding out there were a lot of impersonators. You had a lot of impersonators. A lot of people out here, trying to, and I don't want to say like stealing your identity don't mean that they got to look like you. They just were impersonating you. But somebody has some great news to share about these imposters. They're all getting caught up. So it's like people that, think, oh, you're an easy target. They're starting to realize you're not. People are starting to realize you're not an easy target. You don't go for, the games, the giggles, and the laughs, and the false promises that a lot of people go for. Some folks out here, they want revenge because they feel like you brought down their empire. Because it was an empire full of malicious lies, trickery, and deceit. And when I say malicious, when you start affecting people's lives, when you start, stealing people's identity, when you start impersonating people and things of that nature, and you're doing it for financial gains and stuff like that, that's a no-go. Okay? So somebody, they could be upset because they know that you will bring the smoke. You bring the heat. And you could tell the shift in their tone when they get to talking because they realize there's some sort of note they're reading. I don't know, family, take it how that resonates. Okay? They could be reading a note like, this isn't the one to play with. You might be somebody that will definitely damage somebody's reputation for real. This revenge is giving me not so much revenge, but like if somebody plays with you the wrong way, you will damage their reputation. They be feeling like this is retaliatory, and it's not retaliatory. It's you. They've been messing around long enough with the BS. So a lot of people, they may be resenting you at this time because, yeah, you will get on somebody's behind. You get on their ass. Somebody got to do it. That's that energy. That's what. And it frustrates them. I'm telling you. See, people know they cannot play with you, and that frustrates them. I'm irritated with what I can't control. They can't control you. And they want you to feel as badly as they do, but you're not, because it's not about control. It's about, doing your job like you're getting paid to do. Don't play with me, though. Don't play with you, family, right? People are starting to realize you are not the one to play with. You are strictly business, okay? Yeah, and that's a positive thing. Okay, I feel like it makes other things, run more smooth. Okay, run smoothly here, positive. Okay, because your intentions are pure and you only want to elevate and improve your life. And if that means you got to take down an empire of corruption to do so, you'll do it. And that's where that closure come in. It's time for people to understand and understand how you overstand that bull crap. Okay? That bullshit they be doing, you overstand that. So now that we're in this period of getting things right and it's time to resolve the unfinished business, when you step on the scene, oh yeah. Some people look at you as, oh shit, it's the meddler. Other people look at you like, oh shit, it's the one who has grown in their knowledge when it comes to the games that these imposters and these people that will throw out a distraction fast and not slow can't pull on you. They cannot pull it on you. Let me see. People are starting to realize they can't pull the wool over your eyes, that you're not the one to play with. I'm seeing somebody fire off questions most folks won't even fire off, or ask questions most people won't even ask. With this coming back, I feel it has a lot to do with your growth, you rebuilding. Okay, so people are very curious about you rebuilding a union with yourself, the Most High God, maybe spiritual team, spiritual like-minded energies. But there's a union here, and people are very curious about it. They could have misunderstood your purpose. I can't make it up. Because you will make somebody feel like a clown fast and not slow. So they get to search it. As soon as they see who you are, family, they be like, don't play with that one. Something like, your appearance, a lot of people take your appearance for granted. They think, you right now. You be on that. You are the one on their mind during these phone calls. Like there's no playing with you. They want to take a peek at your profile. They want to, do a little profile searching because they heard about you, but they've never interacted with you before. Until they have. That's when they get to feeling like a clown, because you don't go for the false promises and the distractions. Especially, and I tell you, after you done made a visit with them, whether it was a phone call or whatever, okay, something about you being on the phone, okay, take it how it resonates. I feel like you're handling business over the phone, but you're that unexpected call, and they already know they cannot play with you. Yeah, they got some decisions to make because you stay guarded. And I mean, you're guarded from the deceit, the manipulation, the trickery, the ha ha he he, because ain't nothing funny. You getting business handled. Anybody knows you, they done put a note on your damn little account. Don't play with this one. This is the one that will bring down an empire. They know not to play with you. That is the energy. They may even find themselves distracted when you're like, ooh, I got to get off because of being on the phone with this one. Yeah, it could cost somebody their job, especially if you pick up on them being the ones that are in on all these little schemes and shit, okay? People be having decisions to make. Do they want to stay guarded or not? Because they already know you're not playing with them. They know about whatever past trauma their buddies and their friends have experienced. Put their asses on the defense. And there was no misunderstanding about it, but some people do play with you and play in your energy field, okay? And when I say play with you and play in your energy field, I mean exactly that. Like, they want to see how far they can take it. They want to see how much you know or don't know. And it could be a risky business when people play with you like that, trying to put distractions up to get you thrown off of what you are there to do or how you are there to handle business, or I heard standing on business. Yeah, the decisions that some people have made, yeah, when it came to impersonating you and who you really are and what you really stand for, because you just ain't falling for just anything. Yeah, a lot of people be like, oh, we got to hold back on this one, especially if they're moving towards you in any kind of manipulative way. Oh yeah, no, that's not good. Water signs may be aware of this, yeah, because you'll scrap some shit quick and fast. This is the energy of like, you will do not play with you. You will bring down an empire. This is the energy. Mm. Yeah, and you be having people and their emotions behind that too. Yeah. You be having people in their emotions behind that. Okay, family? So that is the message, all right? Thank you for tapping in. Thank you for your likes, your shares, and your subscribes. Let's go on and close out. I call my power back. I release the weight of the matrix and its betrayal and deception. I stand rooted and grounded in my truth. I am whole, I am becoming, and so it is. Ashe. And until next time, you have a magnificent day. Ashe.